And if this were, and if this, and for this, we have brought you the right person to give you such a workshop. Jennifer Ghosh is an MBA specializing in human resources with over 38 years of work experience. She worked for Tata Consultancy Services Limited for 30 years in the space of administration, learning and development, and human resources. And post her retirement, she moved into the space of education and is a freelancer trainer, teaching English as a second, giving back to the society. Jennifer works as a volunteer with Toastmaster International, creating awareness about public speaking and leadership skills, and thereby helping people become a better version of themselves through the Toastmaster journey. And during the 17 years, Jennifer has made it her mission to serve in various leadership roles, committees, contributing to membership growth, club building, and the expansion of Toastmasters across northern and the eastern parts of India. And she's a passionate leader, mentor, and a coach with a purpose to serve. Presently, Jennifer is serving as a Region 8 advisor for District 20, District 105, and District 106, District 127. And Jennifer loves her family. She has two amazingly handsome sons who are extremely proud of her achievements and acts as a trigger of motivational for her. Jennifer is a trained classical dancer. She studied the form of Indian classical dance that's called Kathak from a young age and has won many awards and recognitions in this field. Please put your hands together to welcome our region advisor, DTM Jennifer Ghosh. DTM Jennifer Ghosh, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much, Sarah, for that lovely introduction. I mean, it is given by me, but the way you read it out was fantastic. So thank you so very much for that. On that note, we are going to go into the workshop quickly because it's going to be very exciting for all of you. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Let me share my screen. All right. Here we go. Awesome. Can all of you see my screen? Yes? Amazing. Well, we're going to race ahead in club building because that is one of the most important pillars of growth for not only all of us, but also for Toastmasters International, right? So what is club building? Let me just touch upon the pulse of club building. Club building is all about helping people discover how Toastmaster will bring them value. It's also about not you. It's about them we talk about. And the club building process does not always flow in the normal, lead generation to initial contact to introduction meeting. Sometimes it goes in different steps. So you must learn to move comfortably between this flow. So don't worry if some flow is not working out. That may not be necessary. Just continue with the next flow. All right. Now we have three types of clubs, as you all know: the corporate club, the community club, and the university club. Now, what's different here is that when you go for a demo or when you go for an introductory meeting, the corporate club is something which is extremely professional, and we have to be careful as to who we are contacting. Obviously, we'd like to contact stakeholders. We like to give them an introductory meeting. We like to tell them about the fee structure, which is very important because this corporate club may be paying for the members, may be paying for everything in terms of the fees and renewals. So we need to understand that it will be different from the community clubs, because community clubs, we get 20 members and we can form a club because they are individually paying for everything. Similarly, with university clubs, if the dean or the head of the university is not paying for the university club, it falls into the community club bracket. So you don't need to do much work. You get 20 members of the university and you can start forming a club. But if the university dean or head of the department is paying for certain parts of that fee structure when we charter, then of course you need to again treat them as a corporate club and go and have an introductory, tell them about Toastmasters benefits, and then showcase the value and also the fee structure. So this is the three types of clubs, but you need to think of it in a different perspective. Now, what's in it for me? I'm not talking about me and you. We are already in Toastmasters. We know what's in it for us. I'm talking about what's in it for them, those corporate clubs, community clubs that you're going to open, and also your very much university club. Firstly, enhance listening skills. We all know listening is the most important thing that we can enhance. Normally, people love to talk and very much, don't much like to listen, because when we're listening, our minds tend to stray and we go into our own world or what's happening outside. But in Toastmasters, you and me know how we have developed these skills and how important it is to be focused with listening attentively. Practice time management. We're always on time, right? Even this meeting started dot 8:30. So practicing time management is a very big feature of Toastmasters. Guide successful teams. What do? We're all there. We're part of ECs, we're part of the DC, we're part of the DCE. We're guiding successful teams. We're guiding people to become successful. So we learn leadership skills through these experiential journey that we do in Toastmasters, meaning experiential, I'll tell you again and again during this presentation, is we learn by doing. When we do, we learn more, right? All right, moving on. It also boosts team collaboration and it helps us to conduct meetings effectively. It gives us that power, that self-confidence that we are able to do things which we never ever thought possible before joining Toastmasters. But after joining, we can do just anything and nothing is impossible for us. And of course, sharpen your presentation skills. This is something which every individual requires, because not only does it help you in your professional life, it will also help you in your Toastmasters journey. Now we're coming to lead generation, which is a very, very important aspect of club building. And I just want to share with you a small little diagram, which I managed to pick up today morning only. So we start with lead identification, which is maybe through billboards, big advertisements, or banners of Toastmasters, or even the newspaper, because our DPRM, district public relations manager, would be sending articles in newspapers. People will hear, people will see that, and then it becomes an identification for a lead. Club members are your members who will bring you leads. I mean, you need to just talk to them. Actually, they are the people who are passionate about Toastmasters, and they may be working in an organization where we don't have a club. So why not talk to members and find that lead identification through them? And of course, our social circles, because nowadays we are all on social media. Hence, we need to reach out to friends, family, and be proud of stating that we are in a 100-year-old organization. How many organizations have reached the 100th centennial celebration, which we have done this year, right? So we need to proudly say that we are part of this organization. Would you like to join us? In fact, we are doing them a favor. Always think of it in that way. Lead sourcing, it has Facebook. You can source through Facebook. You can source through LinkedIn. There are also job sites and websites where you could find people who need this communication and leadership skill. You would be really giving them that opportunity which you and I have received in Toastmaster. And of course, again, club members and social circle, because here in lead sourcing is club members will always play a very big role. I'm not talking about only ADs, division directors, your district director, your PQD, your CGD. Why do we only depend on such senior people? Go down to the ground level. That's where you'll be able to find and source your leads. Then you come to your lead connection. Now, how do you make that introductory mail? How do you send them some links about Toastmasters? How do you send them PDFs from Toastmasters so that they feel and they can find the benefit of what we are trying to sell to them? After all, we are doing marketing, right? So it's a selling process. Eventually, we come to lead engagement, like TI benefits. What is the ROI, the return on investment? We are paying money. Are we getting that ROI? You have to stress on that. What is the ROI? What is the success stories you could share about your own growth, about some other friends' growth in Toastmasters? Those are the success stories that you will be sharing with them. Global statistics. What is Toastmaster? Everything about Toastmaster, when it started, where did it start, and testimonials from the Toastmasters website, which will get your leads engaged and they will understand more about from where you are coming. Eventually, we come to lead interaction. Then you will have someone who is a specific SPOC, a single point of contact or a specific point of contact in an organization who you need to interact with. You may like to invite them for the demo meeting. You may like to also, get your PR teams to advertise that in the newsletter, because it will be great when you publish things. The more you publish, the more people read, the more you'll be able to get more attention. And that's what we're looking for. And eventually also the magazines that not only we have here, we also have it as part of our, Toastmasters International, right? We have their magazines also. If there's something which is really great happening in your district, why not let it reach international levels? So the more publicity, the more you will be able to get people coming into District 20, all right? And eventually lead closure. How do you close? You have to meet with the DFM, District Finance Manager. He will help you and advise you, guide you with all the things to do with the fee structure and how do you do the payments, right? Then you have your executive council teams, who's going to become the team of that new club, who's the EC of that new club, and then the charter papers will have to be filled in and the forms will eventually have to be sent. So it's a very simple, actually, a graft, which you could, if you go step by step, I think you will be able to close leads in a very professional manner, in a very systematic way. And I come to a little bit more of lead generation. You can use social media, increase your presence in social media. I'm sure it's already being done by the DPRM teams and all of y'all. And of course, have targeted ads. Like when you want to especially get people in. So try to use some target ads so that it pulls in your audience, right? You are all very creative. I don't need to tell you what to do, okay? But I just need to give you these small little tips which will trigger your mind, and then you can become as creative as you want to use some targeted advertisements to bring in the audience you desire. Initiatives like more awards for members. You can add more awards of membership building, and you can have a lot of corporate events and tie-ups also. What I mean by this is when you have open houses, right? You can bring in some corporates from outside who are already members, who have already got a Toastmasters club. And when you're having that open house, you can request each corporate to give a 5 minutes talk about what is very interesting about Toastmasters and how their members or their executives are benefiting from the Toastmasters journey. So that will trigger when a new corporate wants to join. If they hear another corporate tell you about their experience and how beneficial it is, it's going to really make a great impact. So use that whenever you have open houses or you have informal and networking sort of events and you're inviting outsiders to come in, please use this as a very, very good platform, because you will get more interested leads when you get your corporates or your community clubs or your university clubs heads coming and speaking about the benefits. Why we should speak about it always. We can also get others to speak about it, right? And of course, content marketing. Now everybody is in social media. So blogs, posts, and testimonials, videos, and what's happening in your district make a big noise. We always have to have a big, big noise happening. All right. We are going to do a cold call demonstration. And I have two wonderful people here who's going to help me. Well, what is cold calling? I'll tell you about it. Once you have the demonstration, you'll understand more, and then I will fill in whatever you wish to know about it. We have Toastmaster Betsy Verghese of Mace Springs Toastmasters Club, and we have Toastmaster Ali Afiz Zia. May I please pronounce your name properly? Can you please tell me?
TM علي الفزاع.
Alilifia. Okay, Alilifia. Okay, thank you, from AOU Toastmasters Club. So they will be helping us with the demo, the demonstration. Please be vigilant. I'm going to close my sharing screen, and I will request the Zoom master to kindly spotlight both the participants, Betsy and Ali, onto the screen. Over to you.
Hello, Betsy.
Yes,
This is Ali. I'm a volunteer with Toastmasters International. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. I just wanted to introduce Toastmasters to you. Is this a good time to talk?
Toastmasters, what is it all about?
Toastmasters is an international forum where we help people improve their communication and leadership skills. XYZ being a highly reputed pharmaceutical company with an extensive sales team, you could benefit a lot from Toastmasters. So let me just brief you how Toastmasters can enhance the productivity of your employees, which will directly impact your revenue from sales. I can send the information to your email address, or I'd be happy to meet you in person. Which one is better for you?
Yes, please send it to my email address.
Okay, I'll email you the information so you can see all the benefits your employees will receive when you sponsor a Toastmasters Club. When would be a good time to follow up with you?
Oh, well, give me a week to read the information and then discuss with my manager.
Okay, thank you for your time and talk to you next week. See you.
Amazing, amazing. So now, 1 week later, this conversation takes place to follow up on the first call. Let's see what we have in store for us.
Hello, Betsy.
Yes,
This is Ali. If you remember from last week, I'm volunteer with Toastmasters International. I believe we spoke last week. And a club for your company, starting one. And I emailed you some materials regarding that and about chartering, starting a club, putting together a club. Did you get a chance to read it?
oh yes, I did.
Oh, perfect. As you already know then, sponsoring a Toastmasters club for your company is simple, cost-effective, and efficient. Let's discuss if your company is the right fit for a Toastmasters club. What day and time would work best for you or for us to meet?
How about next Monday, like around 10 a.m.?
Oh, perfect. Just send me the location and I'll see you then.
Awesome. During your conversation with your lead, you might face some objections. So let's see the different types of objections and how they are going to handle them. Objection 1. Your lead asks for more information over the phone.
Can you tell more information over the call, please?
Oh, of course. But what exactly do you want to know?
I have like around 10 employees. I can think of them joining the club. Is this good enough to start with?
Well, to start a new Toastmasters club, you'd need at least like 20 members.
Oh, that sounds a bit challenging.
Oh, not really. How about we arrange a meeting so that we can explore ideas for encouraging your employees or more employees to join the new club?
Objection 2. It is possible that you find that the lead is no longer interested after reading the information you sent. What's going to happen next?
I think I'm not very interested. I don't think Toastmasters is a right fit for us.
Oh, can you please share with us what changed your mind? Are there any questions, pertinent, important one I can answer to help clarify the benefits of Toastmasters?
Well, Toastmasters does not seem to fit the structure we're used to in the trainings we conduct for our employees. There does not seem to be an instructor to train my employees.
When we charter the XYZ Toastmasters Club, it will have to assign mentors by the district to help your employees learn about Toastmasters club and meeting roles and responsibilities and objective. The club itself, that is, would be under an area director who will help and guide it. The area guided by the district would provide continuous ongoing training and mentoring. All of this takes place within the Toastmasters structured educational program, which caters to the different skills and competencies that will help your employees excel in their professional journey.
Well, I'm not so sure if I'm quite convinced about it.
Okay, then how about an invite, a simple one, to just attend a meeting with one of our existing clubs so that you can witness the process and then we can talk more.
Well, okay, that sounds good.
Then please mark your calendar because ABC Toastmasters Club has a meeting next Wednesday at 6 p.m.
All right, thank you, and see you then.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Thank you so very much. Now that was a demonstration of a typical cold call. And we go back to the presentation and let me take you further. All right. So very good job done by Betsy and Ali. And let me tell you what is cold calling. So contacting a customer with no prior interaction. You have never interacted with this customer before and you're calling them, and that's why it's called a cold call. You're making contact for the very first time. You had no idea about them. You just got their number from the dictionary or maybe from some place where you felt that you could contact people. So you got a list of all those people you're contacting, and that's a cold call you make. You don't have any prior interaction. It's one of the oldest and most common forms of marketing, let me tell you. Most common forms of marketing. So it is very effective, extremely effective. It has worked in my district 124. So district 124. So you will be very happy to know that this cold calling can work wonders actually. Informs your prospect about our product. What is our product? Communication and leadership skills, which we are building. And it also helps us to solve our their problem. Maybe some of their employees are struggling with communication in English and could become a better version of themselves. So you're showcasing that what's in it for them in this about the product and services. And it introduces prospects to the next step in the pipeline. What comes next? Okay, first you're having this cold call, and then you're inviting them for a meeting and come to see a club meeting. So there are a lot of things which is there in our pipeline which we could initiate as the next step. Cold calls should be made, let me tell you, midweek. It should never start in the beginning of the week, because at that time, the person is very busy. Monday, Tuesdays are very busy days. So it's always nice to start it in the midweek, maybe on a Wednesday. And then it should be called, you should start calling them not early in the morning or in the afternoon, but towards the end of the day, maybe 30 minutes before the day ends, or maybe around about 5 o'clock, 1 hour before the day ends. So that would be good because they're just relaxing and, work is just taking a sort of a downhill, and they would be able to give you more attention in that case. And please focus on warming up the customer. We are not trying to make a sales at that point of time. Your cold call is not about selling right now. It's about warming your customer up. All right. And follow up, my apologies, follow up with an invitation to attend a demo or, like Ali said, a club meeting. which will give them exactly a demo because they're going to be in a club meeting which has the same structure. All right, introductory meeting. What happens in an introductory meeting? So you will connect with decision makers of the organization. Ali had contacted the HR. So I think the HR in that organization is a decision maker, or maybe he contacted the L&D, learning and development team, who are decision makers, because this is a training platform. So always contact people who can make decisions, who can say, yes, I'm going to open a club, or no, I'm sorry, I can't open a club, because then you don't waste too much of time on that lead. Speak about the benefits, as I said, the ROI and the growth trajectory of not only members, but also of how our company has grown and become a 100-year-old company. Also tell them about your individual growth and how you have grown in that organization in the last 2 years, 3 years, however many years you have been there. Request them to present, to come and be there along with their employees in the demo. It's very important for them to be present in the demo because they are the people who actually will take a decision, not the employees. The employees can always get a demo, later one-on-one. But if the stakeholders are not there, then it will be very difficult for you to get the buy-in, if you know what I mean. Got it? Can I see some noddings? Yes, understood? Awesome. All right. Showcase the charter payment structure at your introductory meeting. You don't want to give a surprise in the demo meeting. You want to absolutely close everything in the beginning only. You'll talk about the finances in the beginning because it's a very important aspect. And we can tell them about, compared to other Toastmasters, compared to other seminars and conferences, Toastmasters is ongoing and affordable. And why do we say affordable? Is because it's $20 one-time payment for a lifetime membership per person. We have to pay. You become a lifetime member once you pay this $20. Even if you want to take a break in Toastmasters, say after 5 years in Toastmasters, you want to take a break, and then you want to come back after another 2 years, you can come back. You don't need to pay this $20 again. You just have to pay your renewal fees. All right. Then you have to pay $60, which is the renewal fee from twice in a year. The renewal cycle is from April to September and October to March. And it is for per person, $60. That means we are in a year paying around $120, a total of $120. And a one-time charter payment fee of $125. This is a one-time charter for a new charter club. So this is a compulsory payment fees, which either the company would sponsor or maybe the dean of a university would sponsor, but a community club has to sponsor this themselves. Or maybe if they have somebody who's a senior Toastmaster is opening that community club, maybe that senior Toastmaster would be happy to sponsor this money for them. All right. Now listen to this. Dale Carnegie, a 3-day workshop or a 3-day seminar starts at $1795, $1,795 per person for 3 days. And we are paying $120 for a year. So if you give the comparison, you will understand how much cheaper our program is as compared to any other workshop in the world. Role of a sponsor. It's very important for you to know that, right? So what your sponsor can do, the sponsor is responsible for organizing the new club, will help you in organizing the new club, setting the new club ideas to, selling the new club ideas to prospective members. Not only will he charter the club with you, but he will also sell the idea of bringing in new members to your club, all right? And he will also help you, he or she will also help you to organize your regular meetings, understand how the meeting flow is, because he's a very senior member over there, and help set up regular meetings. Help organize and help set up regular meetings, completes paperwork, planning, and the charter demo presentation. So he will be with you all the way in terms of that, because that person will be a very senior person of Toastmaster who knows the way and goes the way and has done it before in the past. Each new club may have up to 2 sponsors. 2 senior people can be allotted in the role of a sponsor for a new chartered club. right, so I'm now going to quickly go through a demo presentation. This is only because I know you already have the demo presentation and you know how to do it, but we're just going to go into a little bit about what is Toastmasters, all right? It's a worldwide organization, not for profit, and it empowers people to become effective communicators and leaders, as you all know. We have all become much better communicator. Myself, I joined Toastmasters when I was nearly close to 50, age 50. But did it help me? Of course. I'm still there 17 years later, and I still feel I'm counting. A network of over 270,000 people, members in more than 14,000 clubs. We have 14,000 clubs across 150 countries. So we can brag about this. We can actually be proud about this. And if you all work together, if all of us work together, we will increase these numbers and we'll be proud of ourselves. We can give ourselves a pat on the back. An effective provider of dynamic, high-value experiential communication. As I said, I'll be repeating this word experiential, is we learn by doing. What we do, we keep on learning through that. So it's just learning by experience to develop our leadership as well as our communication skills. The inception of Toastmasters was our founder, Ralph C. Smedley. He was a YMCA educational director. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but he was a director of YMCA, and that's the reason why he had his first meeting in the YMCA. First meeting, 22nd October 1924, 100 years organization. Isn't it a proud moment for all of us? We are all working as volunteers in this 100-year-old organization. Venue, a basement in Santa Ana, California, to help people overcome their terrifying fear of public speaking. They said the fear of death is even not great, not that great. The fear of public speaking is greater. It's a punch, but it's so true. Many people go on that stage or that platform and they just can't get 2 words out. So they know, and they will tell you how their journeys have changed. We've had people who have stammering problems and they have become more effective as speakers. How members will benefit? It'll improve their public speaking skills, leadership grooming, presenting in a group setting. You gain a competitive advantage in your workspace. You all may be professionals working somewhere. Obviously, if you have great communication skills, you will gain advantage against your competitors. Work on networking in a supportive environment, interview preparation. This you can sell in universities. It helps us prepare for interviews also. Build self-confidence and self-awareness and unlimited personal growth. It also enhances our soft skills. Let me tell you, this is like a finishing school. It helps us to enhance so many soft skills that it polishes up for our future in our professional and personal lives. Why communication is the key to success? This has been said by Dale Carnegie. Even in such technical lines as engineering, about 15% of one's financial success is due to one's technical knowledge. Technical knowledge gives you 15% of financial success, whereas 85% is due to skills in human engineering, personality, and the ability to lead people, as said by the famous Dale Carnegie. That's his photo. According to Deloitte, one of the Fortune 500 companies, Deloitte Access Economics, 2/3 of all jobs are predicted to be in soft-skilled, demanding occupations by 2030. And according to Forbes, these skills are more critical than ever as businesses try to discover effective methods to stay profitable and competitive. This is the Toastmasters experience. You all know it, practicing and preparing impromptu speaking, giving feedback, evaluations, an opportunity to take on club leadership roles, the ability to assume club meeting roles, and interactive learning environment, and of course, the most important, access to a mentor, right? What is Pathways learning experience? You all know that now the Pathways learning experience has been revamped, and Pathways is obviously our education program. Each member receives one free path to start their experiential journey. We are going to choose from 6 specialized learning paths. Earlier, it used to be 11. Now it has become 6. But we have 300 unique competencies which gets developed through these 6 specialized learning paths. You can use Pathways online or in print and work at your own pace. It's not like any degree that you're trying to achieve. It's working at your own pace because it doesn't push you. Whatever you can do, you will do it at your own pace and you grow accordingly. A glimpse into Pathways, dynamic leadership, engaging humor, motivational strategy, persuasive influence, visionary communication, and presentation mastery. We also have for you the role of a mentor. You all know mentors in our lives are so important. Each one of us had a mentor. If we never had mentors, we wouldn't have been what we are today. Even today, I have so many mentors. I have one mentor who can help me with humor. I have another mentor who is my all-time mentor favorite. I have another mentor who mentors me for leadership. So I always keep mentors in my life because they are so important for us, extremely important. A mentor will build a personal rapport with the club, ensures the club has a strong and functional body, provides pathway program orientation. So whenever you have any orientation for new members, your mentor can support you. Familiarize the club with the TI website because that is very important. New members need to know how to navigate through the TI website. Help the club personalize their club website also. Many a times you need to have your own club website so that people can see what you're doing and you're advertising through your website. So the mentor can help you with that. Your mentor can also, do some good trainings from the Successful Club series and the Better Speakers series. Strongly encourage club officers to attend district-sponsored training. So mentors encourage your members to attend district-sponsored training, help the club executives to plan for club elections, and also help the new incoming EC on its transition. Create a quality club, fosters a culture of membership building within the club, and much more. So a mentor in your life or a mentor in a club is a very important person. If your club is not doing too very well, please reach out to your CGD and get a mentor. Charter forms, very important, right? Submit the charter form, Form 1, which is the application to organize a Toastmasters club. That has to be filled out by you. You can take help from senior people, the sponsors, the mentors. Form 2, charter payments. All payments have to be there, put down in the form 2 as to what you're paying. $20 for a new member, $60 for each member, and $125 as the one-time charter payment. Form 3, charter member application. Charter member application form 3, you need 1 member per form. So if you have 20 members chartering or even 25 members chartering, you need 25 forms of this form 3. All right. And it has to be signed both by the applicant and the club officer. Got it? Amazing. And form 4, the charter club officers information. So the club officers information, who's going to be the president, who's going to be the VP education, who's going to be the VP membership, VP PR, and so on and so forth. Okay. So this is just a small little example of the charter member application. You'll get everything from the Toastmasters website. You have nothing to fear. Just type on Google and you will find the page coming up for you. Fortune 500 companies. Let me tell you something about this. All of the top 20 Fortune 500 companies have at least one active Toastmasters club. So we have, from the 20 top Fortune companies, we have 20 out of the 500 companies active Toastmasters club. Out of 32 of the top 50 Fortune 500 companies, we have at least 3 active clubs, Toastmasters clubs. And out of 92 of the top 100 Fortune 500 companies, we have at least 1 active club. So we nearly have 300 Fortune 500 companies having Toastmasters clubs. My last slide before we come to questions, suspended and new clubs. So you all know that many clubs, sometimes get suspended because you don't have much membership. You have less than 8 members, then the club will suspend, right? But we have received information from Toastmasters International that if a club is low, ineligible or suspended on April 1, and the club is reinstated before October 1 of the same year, then that district club base would increase. So you don't want this to happen, right? Because we don't want our base to increase. We would rather have a new club. But there is another information given to us by Toastmasters International that if a club was closed on April 1 and reinstated, or if it was suspended club and reinstated after October 1 of the same year, that club will not show in the district club base. It will not increase the district's club base, and the club can be counted as a paid club. So what I want to tell you here is, why reinvent the wheel? Why rework? Can you not reinstate these clubs to become a paid club? Maybe you could think of doing that rather than going for a complete new floor of people. Because already the people in this club, a few of them who are there, 5 of them or 6 of them, less than 8, obviously. So they can help you reinstate this club by bringing in other members. These people know the value. That's why they still haven't left. So you're not selling the idea to them because they already know what it is to be in a Toastmasters club. So just try to use this. If you can reinstate the clubs after October 1, it will be counted as a paid club. But there could be exceptions. So I would request you to please always reach out to Toastmasters International and find out before going forward with it. You don't want to do all the work and then come back to, saying that no, Toastmasters will say, no, this cannot happen because of certain reasons. There are some exceptional reasons. So are you ready to join? You will be asking your corporate clubs, community clubs, and university clubs after you give your demo. Speak with district leaders. So what they are supposed to do after that? They need to speak with the district leaders, or they need to complete the application forms with the help of you and the sponsor. They would have to return the application with the dues, and the district leaders, DFM, will sit, review the whole thing so that there are no errors. Your club growth director will help you do that also, to ensure that everything goes to Toastmasters without a single error, and your club will get chartered very soon. You can send all your club documents when it's completed to new clubs. The mailing address, just mail it. newclubs@toastmasters.org. So that is something which I wanted to tell you. And any questions? Let's go for questions. Sorry, I can't hear you. Who's that? DTM Yasser? Yes, Yasser, you want to say something?
Thank you, our region advisor, DTM Jennifer, for a great information. Also, I will need also to recognize President of District Director 109, Francis. How are you?
Hi. Hi, Francis.
Yeah, it is amazing, and thank you. Well organized. But I have one small question regarding the Greece instead. It is even in the group of district director we have a lot of question regarding this one. Some people who's even bringing new club. It is coming to the base, and when it is coming to base, it is effect more than
Yeah, it
added.
will affect your DCPs, of course.
Yes,
I wouldn't want that to happen.
yeah. Yeah, we have also one of the club. It was not in the base, then come back to the base, but we know about it before. There
That's
was
why I
some
said it's always better to check, because
yes.
sometimes there are exceptions which we don't know about.
Now, see, well, I think one of the questions that our CGD, she's already even sent to the TI to give us the list that's from the club that we can reinstall. They say no, it is depend on the club, so you should ask every time per club. They cannot give you a because last term, even last term and previous term when I was CGD or BQD, they give us a list. This club it can be reinstated, and if you bring 3 from the old member plus total of 12, it can become as a new club.
It can become a new
And
club,
we benefit from it a lot.
Yes,
Maybe
absolutely.
they will bring it back if you can push for that one, because it will be great opportunity.
So
because
it was just my, I just wanted to put this across to all the leaders here or the members here, because I felt that it is important. But of course, as a district director, you know your vision, you know your district success plan. So you'll need to take your call. I mean, you need to understand, because I don't understand your district as well as you understand it, right? Because you are actually working from ground level. So you need to take a call on what you would like to do and what you wouldn't like to do. Would you like to bring it back?
I know it's amazing. All information is right. It is in the right. We have a lot of area director, and they hear what you are saying, and they need to work on that one. And we hope all the best for them.
Yeah, thank you to Dalia, because she
more
gave
club.
me a lot of inputs. Dalia was with me all the time. We want this, we want this, we want this. And she was like a teacher.
No, I am lucky I have our CGD with us also.
She's a very passionate person, and she knows exactly what she needs and what she wants her members to know. I'm so happy to have her also on board with me. Yeah, Dinesh, I think you have a question for me. Your hands up.
First of all, thank you very much, Region Advisor DTM Jennifer Ghosh, for your presentation. It was very informative and learning something more. My question is that I think Didi was talking about that also. Why charter the new club while we losing the club more than the way chartering the new club every year and every district, in my opinion? This is my first question. And second question, what support does Toastmasters International give to the new clubs when we open a charter the new club?
So I've already said, why charter? Any organization, whether it is your organization, my organization. I worked for TCS for 30 years, long years, 30 long years, all right? Every organization is looking for growth, whether it's an NGO or whether it is a corporate, anyone, they look for growth. And if they don't have growth, then we will never have this body going, right? Toastmasters will then completely crumple. Will it be a 100-year-old organization? It's just not possible. If they have growth, then only they can make new platforms for us. They can change our education system like they did from the legacy program. Now we have pathways, and there will be so many more things coming into LMS, right? They need money for all this. That's why we have to pay those charter fees, renewal fees, and we are just paying a very small amount as compared to any other learning platform, let me tell you. And upskilling nowadays is one of the most important things, however old we are. If we don't upskill, if we don't learn, if we don't grow, we're as good as dead. What's the point in surviving? Yeah. So we need that upskilling. We need to hone our skills. I have noticed myself, if I stop speaking for, say, about a month also. And then I go back to my club to give a speech. I still find those butterflies. I still find that little bit of hesitation. But if you're constantly speaking, that hesitation goes off. So it only comes through continuous practice, right? Whatever we do. So that's one part of your question. Why do we need to open new clubs? Because it's part of growth, and every organization needs growth. And you said, why do clubs die? Obviously, attrition is there in every organization. Whether you talk of Toastmaster, whether you talk of XYZ organization, attrition will always be there. Members will leave, new members will come. This is part of the entire circle. You must have faced it in your organization. You may have seen it. I've been a part of HR, so I know how much of attrition we've been having all through. And during COVID, it was even more. So we have to understand that right now our numbers in Toastmasters have dropped after COVID. We need to, again, start bringing them up. Otherwise, it's going to become a very challenging thing for all of us. And your second question was, can you please repeat your second question? I've become so passionate in giving you the answer.
Yes, please. Yes. What support does Toastmasters International provide to the new clubs when we charter?
So Toastmaster International is providing the Pathways program to new members. They're giving one free path to the new members. And thereafter, all of us are part of the Toastmasters, right? International. We cannot separate ourselves from Toastmasters International. If today I'm a region advisor, I'm part of the board of directors, like I'm there and I'm here with you today, because that's how they send people to help you to be able to understand, people who know maybe a little bit better on such things, or even get groomed by Toastmasters International to know better, right? So we don't know everything, but we are also learning on our journey, right? So please understand that the sponsors that are there, the mentors that are there, if you don't have it from your own district, then your people will not feel very comfortable, right? Mentors, sponsors have to be there from your own district. Otherwise, the clubs will not be able to flourish. That's why this entire system has been made by Toastmasters, that mentors will also get some credit, sponsors will get some credit, because they are doing extra work. Not only are they doing their Toastmasters job, they're also doing extra work for the clubs. That is my answer to you. All of us are there to help you. The IDs are there, but you just have to reach out if you need any information, if you need any help. There are international directors, there's the world president. I mean, international president also is like very humble. I mean, no one says that, she's going to be the international president forever and ever and ever. After 1 year, she will also become the past international president. This is how Toastmasters function. So we should never become complacent. We're all going to go through this journey. Even I'll become a past region advisor. It just happens that way, and we have to be humble and accept it, learn, grow, and keep challenging ourselves. That is what I believe. Does that answer your question, Dinesh?
Yes, very well answered. One more follow-up question, if time allows to me, and you give permission to
Dalia
ask.
will tell me that if time allows.
I am the timer. It is the time. You finish your second 10 minutes before. So my question is that you don't reply as a regional advisor, that you have to reply as a member. The member every year paid the $120 as a subscription. And Toastmasters International provide only once a free path. So once completing the path, the person again has to pay $25, if I'm not mistaken. So is it as a member, I told you initially, don't RA, as a member you reply, is it okay, or we need to some concession from the Toastmasters International?
See, if you ask me, I cannot give you an answer about whether Toastmasters will give you a concession or not, because I'm also not getting a concession, even if I'm an RA, or even district director will not get a concession. Why I'm telling you this is because I have completed my DTM in the legacy program. All right. I have completed my DTM, second DTM in the Pathways program. I'm on my third DTM. Why? I'm paying for it also, because I find value in it. If you find value in what you're doing, you'll gladly pay for it. You can try other platforms. You can go and see how costly it is. I am a soft skill trainer now. I give soft skill training to KPMG, PwC, the 4 big companies, all those companies. I get for one day 25,000 to take one session. So that imagine the person who's hiring me, how much they are getting from that company for a one-day program, so that she can pay 2 or 3 freelance trainers. It is an industry where nothing comes free, let me tell you. If you want to learn, if you want to grow, you have to pay for it. Thank you, Dinesh, for those questions. Very relevant questions. Any other questions? Yes. Mustafa, you have a question? A Zoom master or moderator? Talia, I think that there's no more questions, so I'll hand it back to you with a very big thank you for helping me put this presentation together. Thank you, Yasir. And thank you, Khalid, for being there to encourage me.
Thank you. And we'll go back to our Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Sarah.
Thank you, DTM Jennifer, for your insightful presentation. Your motivational words truly inspired everyone here, I believe. And everyone wants to start his own club, I believe, as I saw. And I felt the energy, the enthusiasm, I believe. It was infectious, believe me. And it's time for the vote of thanks. And to do, I would like to give the floor back to DTM Dalia Al-Deeb. DTM Dalia, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sarah, for this. And now we move to the vote of thanks. This is actually a part that I really love and enjoy. And I know that I will love doing it for today's workshop, because today we had a very special presenter, DTM Jennifer Helen Ghosh. DTM Jennifer, thank you so much for putting in your time, for putting the effort, for accepting all the comments and the back and forth and the meetings until the presentation was really top-notch and could tailor to our members' needs. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you. The second person I would love to thank is Toastmaster Mustafa. Are we ready? Okay. The full screen. Yes. Perfect. Now we move on to our second role player, Toastmaster Betsy. So this was actually the first time I worked with Toastmaster Betsy, and I really enjoyed it. We had some amazing conversation working on that script with Toastmaster Ali, and she added her personal touch with her experience in customer service and sales, and also her really specificity and care into using the exact right word every time. I really enjoyed working with you, Toastmaster Betsy. Thank you so much. And I'm sure we will work again together in next events. Toastmaster Ali. Toastmaster Ali actually brought his touch to that script. And we had to go through the script several times, and every time he would say, well, this isn't very logical. Can we change it to this? How about we add this? How about we change this? But every comment he made was so beneficial until we were all very satisfied of the script we had. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ali. Your contribution here was really, really beneficial. Toastmaster Ali Jasim, thank you so much for being with us, for starting the event on such a great note, for accepting to take on this role, and for your presence and your passion about club building. And I look forward to having one club under your area one time very, very soon. Toastmaster Sarah, this is actually the first time I interact with Toastmaster Sarah. And when I told her that I needed a Master of Ceremonies, she was so enthusiastic, so into it. She said, I will do it. And this is the attitude I love. I really love working with people who want to help, want to support, who would take on any role and would do anything for an event to be great. Thank you so much. This is the very first of so many times I know we will be working together, Toastmaster Sarah. The most distinguished timer of all times, Toastmaster Dinesh. I asked a small favor of him, and he made me such a big favor. I really love it that every time I interact with Toastmaster Dinesh, I find the support, but not just any support. I find that he is supporting so much from the heart, and he doesn't think about it twice. It's lovely working with you, Toastmaster Dinesh, and I look forward to many, many more collaborations. And finally, Toastmaster Mustafa Shamsi. Toastmaster Mustafa also has the growth mindset. Said the attitude where you ask him to do something, to support in an event, he never says no. And he always wants to try a new role and learn a new thing every time. So for this, I'm very grateful to have you as part of my team and to have you as part of this event. Thank you so much to all the team, because it was with your contribution and your support that I can say that this event has been really successful and has done or achieved its purpose. And now, before I thank and close this meeting, I would just like to remind our members in District 20 that club building is not just something essential that we need at the district level, that we can all benefit from as individuals and Toastmasters and as leaders, but I'd also like to remind you of the awards, the CGD awards that we have set for members who participate in club building. We have for our members, whether you're a district leader or you're a member, if you provide us with a lead that results in a new club, you get an award. If you take on the role of club sponsor, you get an award. If you take on the role of new club mentor, there is an award for that. If you're an area director and you charter one club, you get an award. If you're a division director and you charter 2 clubs before the end of January, you get an award. And finally, if you're a division director and can charter 4 clubs during the whole term until June 30th, there is a special award for you. So please, run after club building. Let's achieve our goal for this year. Let's become distinguished. We can't do it without you. I look forward to working with all of you, answering all your questions. If you need anything, I'm there. My team is there. And let's celebrate our achievements by the end of the year together in club building. Thank you. And with this, I adjourn this meeting. Now let us stop.
Can you close the record so we can check?